So we're in West Hollywood going to a TikTok house called The Vault, in which 6 people produce content of some sort for 1.5 million followers. But I need to find out what these people are doing and how they're making money. They're forgoing college and they're forgoing high school to move to LA and make a ton of money by dancing on TikTok.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel once again. Today, the topic at hand is kids aspiring to be social media influencers and why that is. Now, I found this topic quite interesting because somehow when I was watching some YouTube videos, the algorithm recommended to me this interesting video about these young influencers that live in what's called a social media house. Now, I actually had never heard of this being a big thing. I have heard of people like influencers or content creators living in what they call a content house, but these people, you know, I know, and they're actually friends. It's not like a situation like I'm about to describe to you, which is really scary when you think about it. But this particular documentary, which I will link below, and I don't want to say it's a documentary, but it's a YouTube video, which I'll link below, documents this woman who is a social media agent.
Nichelle Vanius is the brains behind Voltez. It's Vanius who recruits the talent, signs them to her TikTok agency, and moves them into one of her half-dozen TikTok houses.
I recognized very quickly that this was just basically celebrity endorsements, but on a different level. And I saw how much money it was. We decided to focus on Gen Z. We had already been doing brand campaigns on TikTok since 2018, way before anyone was even paying attention to that platform. And then COVID hit. We were able to double the agency during COVID in 2020.
She manages influencers specifically, and she owns a home, a very nice home, where she has a group of influencers living in this home. Now, my understanding is that she doesn't just have one home. She has a few different types of home depending on the content that the creators that live there make. And a lot of these people are TikTokers. In fact, from what I gathered from watching it, all of them were TikTokers. They had a home that was just for TikToking couples, right? So couples that do TikToks together. TikTokers that do dancing videos, TikTokers that do kind of shock content. At any rate, these kids were pretty young, and some of them that they talked about in this video were super young. And I thought to myself, wow, like what parent is allowing their kids to go live in a content house, and why, right? Well, then I started going down the rabbit hole of watching videos, and one of them was of a parent that had a very young child who was a very big social media influencer for toys. Like all this kid did was review toys and play with toys, and so toy companies would send these kids the toys, and they would make videos, and they'd make tons of money because it's marketing for these toy companies, right? Well, I did a podcast today, which will be coming out tomorrow with Eric Tanzi from Failure to Stop for his last call segment. And we were talking about how social media influencer is the job that most kids in this day and age are striving to have. And I thought, wow, gone are the days where, you know, kids look forward to going to college and learning a skill and becoming a doctor or a teacher or a lawyer or a scientist or, you know, have a trade, follow in their dad's footsteps, right? Like my dad was a plumber, or my dad was a carpenter, or my dad was a doctor, whatever it was, or my mom, I'm sorry, not to just say my dad, but, you know, follow in a family tradition of a skill, right? Now they are modeling these influencers, and I've done, you know, a few videos now talking about Kim Kardashian and the dangers of people like Kim Kardashian. So I decided to look up, you know, which social media influencers were at the top of the game, right? And it was pretty interesting to see, okay? So I'm going to read to you for 2022 who were the top 10 social media influencers. And they're not necessarily just social media. Some of these people are celebrities in a sense. But it was pretty interesting. Some of these people I know, some of these people I don't. So Cristiano Ronaldo, who is the soccer player, I believe, he has 308 million followers. Now, I don't follow him, so I don't know what he posts. But I'm willing to bet that if a company pays Cristiano, to endorse something or, push a product or say, hey, go out and vote for this person, he's reaching 308 million followers. Now, I will tell you this, just because somebody has 308 million followers, as we learned when, what's his name, Elon Musk, tried to buy Twitter, not all of them are real followers. Some of them are fake bot accounts. So, you can take a percentage of that and say that those are actual real people. I guess you could base it off of comments and things like that. But the second person in line, which was no surprise, is Kylie Jenner. Now, the beauty world in general is the number one niche for influencers to get into, obviously, because girls love makeup and now guys love makeup. And they just love to watch people put on makeup, and they love products and they love product reviews. And, Kylie Jenner's got a lot of other stuff going on, not just makeup, but she has 247 million followers. So again, imagine whatever Kylie says and does, people take it like it is the word of God, literally, right? And what's worse is young girls are looking at people like Kylie Jenner and her sister, Kim Kardashian, and even her other sisters, Kourtney and Khloe, and they go, oh, I want to be that, right? They don't realize how much work goes into it. And these kids in this YouTube video that I watch talk about that. They say, we have no life. We do this 24/7, whether we're sick, whether we have plans, which none of them ever have plans. They said the only time we go on trips is when it's brand sponsored trips and it's work and they're expected to post, right? So a lot of these kids don't realize how much work this is. So imagine if somebody super duper young, like, 2 years old, which I have seen babies, they have babies of Instagram and babies of TikTok, that their parents start them early. They grew up literally not having a childhood, and their childhood is solely based on an online platform, which is insanity. Anyways, let me go through this list really quick, and I won't talk about everybody. Rihanna was number 3. Huda Kattan from Huda Beauty was number 4. Jenny Kim, I don't know who that is. Charlie D'Amelio, Addison Rae, Zach King, Lily Singh, and Ricky Thompson. Now, I only recognize like 2 of those, and I don't even know why they're famous, but I guess that's a good thing that I don't know why any of these girls are famous, with the exception of Kylie and Rihanna. And maybe Cristiano, because he's a soccer player, and soccer is a very, very popular sport. But I really wanted to talk about why this type of phenomenon, and I think it's a phenomenon that's happening. Deion Sanders today, who I'm a huge fan of, and I feel like he is somebody who really uses his platform for so much good. He's the coach at Jackson State University for the football team, and often he posts such inspiring things. And today he made a post about how, instilling values and leadership in your kids starts at home. That he likened that the parents nowadays are raising their boys in particular to be cats and not dogs, right? And when I say dogs, I don't mean that in the, in a mean way, but he's saying, in an aggressive, like go after what you want, leadership type of way, right? Like a pack leader, okay? And I thought, what a profound statement, It really does start at home. It starts at home with the parents. What are the parents valuing, right? So your kid comes downstairs to talk to you and they say, hey, Mom, look at this really cool TikTok video I made. It got 10,000 views. Hey, Mom, TikTok wants to monetize me. I'm going to get paid X amount of dollars. Are you as a parent valuing that type of behavior? Are you applauding that type of behavior? Or are you applauding things like, is your child giving? Is your child, somebody who wants to help other people? Is your child studious? Is the phone a problem in your home? Those are the things that I think parents really need to look at, is what it is that you're encouraging in your home. And that's really where this starts, right? That's really, really where this starts. And I know a lot of parents get very much enthralled in their kids becoming these social media influencers or micro influencers if they're a little bit smaller, because they see a paycheck, right? They see, the potential for generational wealth and a security for their child. But in reality, that's not reality. That's not a secure job, right? Yeah, you can pass on money, but eventually that money is going to wear out, because the skill that you became famous for or rich for eventually will expire, right? And unless your children and your children's children are going to carry that on, I don't know how that is considered generational wealth. I mean, some of these TikTokers literally make TikTok videos out of nonsense, right? Like they prank, or they do these what they call mukbangs, where they sit there and eat large amounts of food, or they whisper into a mic like this really, really slow and chew on pickles because people like, the sensation of hearing and all that weird stuff. One guy, he goes on the street and, pays people to kiss him. And that's how he became famous. And he's got to keep that up. Another couple, a TikTok couple, their drama in their relationship is what made them famous. But they said, there was another couple living here in the house. They broke up, and that's the end of the relationship, right? There's no longer content there. Then you got to find somebody else to do content with. So it's kind of like an imaginary world that these people are living in and that they're building their hopes and dreams on. So I want to say this: if you're a parent out there, please, please, please make sure that you are instilling the right values in your kids and that you're applauding the right things in your kids, okay? Applaud things that truly make them special and unique to you and to your family's values, not to the fictional world of social media. Let me know what you guys think in the comments box below. I will be back very soon with another video as always, and please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much, and have a good one. Bye-bye.